All right, what's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you how to calculate the NPV. I'm going to show you two different methods here. One that you can follow along by hand, and the other is exclusive to Excel. I know, or for me at least, when I was learning how to do this, my teachers always wanted me to do it by hand, just so you can get the hang of it. And so that's what we're going to be doing here. Um, I drew out these cash flows from year zero to year four. So the initial investment is $100,000, and then we have cash flows of 25,000 in years one and two, 35,000 in year three, and 40,000 in year four. And so just to review really quickly, what is the NPV? It's the net present value of an investment or a project. And basically what that is the amount of money or the amount of value that's added to the firm by accepting this project, or added or subtracted from the firm, I guess, if there's a negative NPV. And to review again, the general rule of thumb is to accept a project, the NPV needs to be above zero. Um, that's something that you should be learning in your finance classes, whether it's 200 or 311 or whatever class you're in that you're starting off learning this. So let's get started here. Basically, what we're doing is we're just going to be discounting these back to time zero. So to get started, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take our cash flow of $25,000 in year one. We're going to divide it by one plus our discount rate or interest rate of 8%. And then that's all we're going to do for year one. Yeah, so we're going to get a cash flow of $23,148. For year two, we're doing the same thing. Oh, sorry. Until we get to here. And then what we're doing is we're going to raise this to the second power because we're discounting it back two periods. This one we didn't need to because we're just discounting it back to one period. But now that we're in year two, we're discounting it back to year one and then discounting it again back to year zero. So we get a cash flow of $21,433. And then for year three, same thing. Just taking one plus the discount rate to the third power. What do we got going on here? Oh, I keep doing that. There we go. $27,784. And then year four, we're taking our cash flow 40,000, dividing it by one plus the interest rate, discount rate, and we're going to raise it to the fourth power, and we get a cash flow of $29,401. And then, so what we're going to do here is we're just going to sum all these up. If you're working by hand, just put them into your calculator, sum them up real quick, and yeah, we get a cash, or we get a present value of the cash flows of 101,766,000. So this is the present value of our cash flows. This is not our net present value. To find the net present value, what we do is, well, this should be, yeah, wait, that needs to be positive for this. Yeah, so we take the present value of our cash flows and then we subtract the initial investment and we get a NPV of $1,766.94. So, I mean, it's pretty simple. Um, and I mean, you can practice this really easily. You can make your own cash flows. It's not like you can get a wrong answer. I mean, if we changed a couple of these around, like say, I don't know, say this was like also 35,000, I think it'd probably make it negative. Yeah. you can just do it and you can see, you know, different cash flows, how it works. And yeah, it's just a good way to practice. But another way to do it, and this is a super easy way, um, is to just use the Excel function. It just equals NPV, and then you take your discount rate, and then I think, uh, I think for this, yeah, this needs to be positive, or this needs to be negative. Your cash flow needs to be negative. Um, and usually your initial investment is negative because it's a cash outflow. But for the way I was doing it here, I just had that so that it would be like easier to just subtract and easier to see. You know, it's not a super big deal. So I mean, we're a little bit off, which I'm not exactly sure why. But I mean, you're still in the ballpark is that's the thing. Because I think, yeah, it's what, like, well, it's like $100 off. Oh, it's a little weird. Let's see if I do it this way, if it's any different. It shouldn't be. I'm pretty sure it's the same regardless. But yeah, it's just a little bit off. But you're still in the ballpark. Your teachers should still give you credit. Um, and as long as you show your work, you should be getting full credit on all this stuff. As long as you just understand the concept, understand how to discount the cash flows back, understand what the NPV is in relation to the discounted cash flows and the initial investment. That's really all you need to know. And I mean, this is a super simple concept. Once you start getting to some more advanced classes, it gets a little harder because you have to distinguish you need to find the cash flows and figure out what goes into the initial investment. It gets a little complicated, but you guys probably aren't worrying about that for a couple more semesters. So I hope this helped, and yeah, if you could subscribe and drop a like, that'd be great. Thanks.